Deputy President David Mabuza is visiting the Limpopo Province to interact with the members of the military veterans community. This is to help to assess progress achieved by the provincial government in addressing the challenges faced by the military veterans. Mr. Mabuza will be in the province in his capacity as the chairperson of the presidential task team on military veterans. Let's bring in Rutendo Bobodi live for us there. A very good morning to you once again, Rutendo. What are you witnessing there?
Thank you, Blaine. As you can see, the briefing, the meeting of the Deputy President, the military veterans is on now. As I'm talking to you now, the Department of Military Veterans is also giving some report on in terms of how far along they are when it comes to addressing the issues that these military veterans face. Now, as media, we've been told to make way, just to excuse ourselves, because it seems the issues that are being discussed here have some level of privacy and sensitivity. So as I'm speaking to you now, that particular report is being delivered now. But you said earlier that what are the challenges that these military veterans are facing? And of course, the Deputy President talked about it in his speech earlier on. He was talking about housing, as you said earlier, education, pension. It's a variety of socio-economic problems that leave these people living in abject poverty, in state of nothingness. But here, there is a problem. The Deputy President raised something. He says, as government, we can do as much. But he also is gravely concerned about the issues of factionalism and groupings and infighting within these non-statutory forces, especially your MK, but of course there are other non-statutory forces like your APLA, your Azanla, and of course people from the former Vendor Defense Force. But those are much better, when it comes to the problems that they have on their shoulders, because they're a little bit formalized. Some of them are earning their pension. But this is the main problem. This is the bone of contention that is of course playing a role in terms of dragging the department or the government back when it comes to trying and speedily solve these people's problems. But of course, as I said earlier, I promise that I'm going to grab one or two of these military veterans to talk to them about their challenges. One of them joins me here. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Can you talk to us, firstly, tell us your name and talk to us about your credentials as military veterans. Talk to us about it, please.
Yeah, thanks to you, SABC, and the listeners. I am Lulamila Jack, the Provincial Secretary of Mkondo Wesizwe Military Veterans Association, stationed here in the province.
Okay. Please talk to us about the challenges that you're facing as military veterans, as the Deputy President has also touched on.
Firstly, let me take this opportunity to welcome the visit by the Deputy President coming here to talk to us about the challenges that we are facing. Remember, as military veterans, from the onset in 1994, we were neglected. We were left in the peripheries. Even during the process of integration, there was never a fairness wherein the so-called non-statutory forces were absorbed, not integrated, because the other forces, they came with their ranks, ours were taken away, and we were deprived those ranks. And secondly, knowing very well that according to United Nations, there is a certain compensation that must be given to those who were in the bushes fighting for the liberation of the country. But because of our negotiation settlement in the country through CODESA, the United Nations didn't become part of of the whole setup, hence we were not compensated. So we're demanding now from the government of the day that they must start with that package. The rest of the packages and the services to military are long overdue. It's almost 27 years now. We're still busy with the talk show. I can't mention things that are known all over, issues of education, social services, in terms of business empowerment and other fields.
Okay. There's now a presidential task team that is looking at your problems. From your observation, is there any glimmer of hope that your problems will be solved?
You know, I don't want to be seen as a fortune teller, but I see the seriousness of the whole thing now, because in the last 2 weeks we had the technical task team at the Premier's office where we engaged in a lot of various things, and the Deputy President currently is here, and he has acknowledged that the people have failed us. It is worse with our province. They are too slow in whatever they are doing for military veterans, but currently the province is doing literally nothing. There's no political will from all the employees of the ANC in the province to assist the military veterans. We want the Deputy President to be much harder on them, because in other provinces things are taken serious. Only in this province where we are given serious problems.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that is one of the military veterans, of course, talking about a lack of diligence, lack of will in the province. That is according to what he's observing. You know, as we said earlier, it seems now there is some sort of seriousness that's going on now. Even these veterans are seeing that Blaine, the event will be over soon, it seems. From what we hear from the office of the Deputy President, it's not going to take long. Of course, they are doing that in consideration of the fact that there is a pandemic now raging. As you can see, cases, soaring, going above 5,000. So they are taking that into consideration. Blaine?
Rutenda, I often wonder, when you see countries like the United States and how much they love their military veterans and how much they honor them and hold them in high esteem, I wonder, through your engagements with the military veterans here in South Africa, do they feel that same admiration? On what level is they are being honored or admired here in South Africa for the struggle and for the fight for freedom here in this country? Well, what's your take? What are you hearing?
Yeah, Blaine, that is clear. From my observation, from my experience, from my interaction with a whole lot of people, especially these military veterans, there is no, they are not the kind of respect that military veterans in countries like the US are accorded. It's not here, it's not seen here. I think in the light of that is why these people are raising these concerns. America has been in so many wars. We're talking about Vietnam. The wars in Iraq. But these people are honored. You have people being honored all the time and being inducted being given honors for that. But here you don't really see that, and it's a fight. They have to fight to be recognized, whereas in other countries it's natural. Veterans are honored. This is the feel, this is the sense I get, that these people have to fight first. There must be a struggle first for them to be recognized. Blaine.
Always instructive, sir. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting. Stand by. We'll come back to you as soon as things kick off.